everybody, and welcome to the 11th episode of the Game Trailer Show. My name's Jacklifear, and I'm joined here by my co-host, Morag, who will say more about what we're doing and who we're with. Go ahead, buddy.
Tonight, we're going to be checking out a whole bunch of trailers, some that are great, some that are awesome, and we have another fantastic guest with us, Mr. Popskyy. He is a broadcaster here, and he makes awesome jams for all of our ears. Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
That's me. I'm Popskyy. Jams, ears, put them together.
Is it one of your favorite things, tickling people's ears with your jams?
You could say that.
Good.
I've never been told I tickle people's ears, but
Mine are merely caressed.
You create that ear jam for us, right?
I try. Sometimes.
All the time.
It's mostly for me,
Just
Really?
for yourself.
but other people like it.
So you like sharing your ear jam? Is that what you're saying?
Ear jam. That's a word. Yeah. that's definitely a couple words there.
Anyway, today we have over 90 different trailers for games that are coming out between the 1st and the 15th of November.
And where previous episodes involved categories, tonight we're going to just do 4 chunks, part 1, 2, 3, and 4, for easier YouTube consumption. Oh, by the way, Morag, we do have a voice actor tonight. Let's hear what KDrac has to say.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up?
Oh,
I
You
love
did it,
KDrac.
KDrac. You did it, man. You sold me. I'm reeled in right now.
hey.
So, Morag, since I don't have the sheet up yet, tell us about this game.
So this is an actual expansion that they have for an MMO that you can play solo, you can play multiplayer, the whole thing scales with you anywhere you go. You can do any content anytime you want. And there's a brand new kind of chapter that they end up having that anyone can end up buying in-game with their currency. Or if you end up having their monthly subscription, you don't have to buy anything. You just play whatever you want during your time.
And this is Elder Scrolls Online Dragonfall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
So
actually
Season
came
of
out
the
on
Dragon?
21st. Yeah, it's like Year of the Dragon, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So, have you ever played any Elder Scrolls games, Popskyy?
I have played a lot of them.
Really?
Actually.
Including
More
that?
than I would like.
You play the online one too, right?
Step out of the shadows.
I've played a little bit of this one.
Gotcha. Anything?
Maybe a couple days worth.
Oh. Anything standing out as something unique that you're seeing in the trailer that's normally not there?
Not really. They added dragons just this past year, but
Dragon.
we did that in Skyrim.
Whoa. Are you saying that they're copying their old content just for
That's what I'm saying.
This
One
is
for
like-
one. Here we go.
Hey, look at it this
like
way.
30 seconds.
They're
Okay.
making more content instead of releasing Skyrim on a new platform.
Don't worry, they'll re-release Skyrim inside of Elder Scrolls Online. Just you wait.
And Stadia.
It'll be on an arcade machine in the game.
That would be. Oh, could you imagine going and seeing like Skyrim in the arcade?
No.
I don't want that at all.
No thanks. So Black Desert Online, this was a patch that they just recently put out called the Great Expansion or Expedition. Wow, the Great Expedition. There we go. It's meant to expand all of their sea content.
I haven't had a chance to play this yet.
I've had
I
a
hear
lot.
it's really grindy.
I've had a lot of people say it's one of their favorite MMOs. That said, though, literally every stream I've ever seen was people running between like a 15-yard area killing things.
Yeah, that's all I've really seen in different stuff too, because it's like from what I can tell, I haven't played like anything past like level 20 in Black Desert Online. It was a lot of and it's just seeing other streams. It's just a lot of like you said, it's just farming here, farming there, getting the item you want, and then move on. Which I don't know. Honestly, I have a go.
Can we talk about the influence that Finding Nemo has had over every ocean trailer since? All it is manta rays, blue water, and clownfish everywhere. Sorry. I realized that. I'm like, so much Nemo.
And a barracuda eating the babies. It's all right. It's okay.
This is... I kind of want more barracudas in my seas all of a sudden.
Oh, one really cool thing about Black Desert Online is that if you played for at least 500 hours between August 1st and 22nd, you will be getting a starter package that you can give to a friend that they can start playing.
So...
Literally, you play the game, they just gave you a game free to give a friend. It's pretty cool. Anyway, we have Norman's Night In. Full release game. This is first game self-published. And the blue thing that he's holding on to is his bowling ball.
It's a bowling ball?
Yeah. So this was actually created in a game jam, I believe. And this was one of the things that people thought was really cool is the entire you have to shoot against a wall and hit yourself, but it looks like they changed the way the gameplay was over the past month or two.
Ori and the bowling ball, I like it.
I feel kind of bad. Like is this self-abuse simulator?
No, it's just you really love your bowling ball so much that you're willing to just take it anywhere, you know?
Like in the face, in the gut.
You're the one that you keep saying, come back to me. It's like, yeah, I'll come back to you. And then you just embrace its love and brings you in any direction you end up going.
I want to love my bowling ball.
It looks like Jump King are getting over it a little bit.
I see that.
Mechanics wise.
So
boy.
This is one I've wanted to put on the show for months, and it's finally hitting early access. Which, I mean, it's VR Tapper. What else can you say? Popskyy?
VR Tapper?
Isn't that what it's called? Root Beer Tapper or Tapper?
Yeah. Yeah.
Root Beer on Tap, yeah.
Oh, you're right. Root Beer on Tap.
Well, what's Tapper?
Tapper
it's the same thing, but in 2D.
Yeah. Tapper, I think, was the variation of it on Atari. That's how I knew it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not that old, so.
I'm sorry.
What is this? I don't know. I'm only this many.
What an ending to that.
Okay, so this is KDrac's pick of it all. He actually went out and searched their Twitter to find this trailer. So this is Grimm's Hollow, and the nature of it is apparently it's just a crazy fun little RPG Maker game that's well made.
Doesn't look like an RPG Maker game.
No,
they nailed it. They nailed it if it is, and it's free too as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Game Boy Advance game.
Their description is comfort food, cute ghosts, mean ghosts. That's it. And there's multiple endings too.
Full skill tree, things like that. It's just cool.
Undertale 3, here we go.
Uh-oh. Hey, did you know that we need checkboxes there? Okay.
Undertale 3, huh?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I like the jam in the background fits.
The ghost fades away and then she's sad? Is that what I just saw? It's definitely a cute little game, though.
Yeah, I like the style. Like I said, it looks like a Game Boy Advance game.
They sighed at him.
It was just a sigh. You said stuff at me.
Okay.
I don't even want. Okay, you know, it's fine. We'll just move on. See, it's available for free. 3 days ago. By the way, any of the links you see in chat, make sure to go and hit like, especially for some of the upcoming ones, make sure to wish list them. Ends
Not
up
all
helping
of them.
you think.
Don't do all of them.
By the way, who
Then
do
it
we
just
Just
gets
the ones you
messy.
want to check, you know?
who do we shout out for help from Overlay Bot? By the way,
That's Yato. Yato helped with Overlay Bot. He just made it randomly too. He's like, here, use this. I'm like, oh, okay.
so this is alpha releasing onto the Switch. It looks like it's a port. Around 2 hours of gameplay. No save points on purpose, and you must beat it in one go.
Oh, it's one of them.
Mm-hmm. They wanted to make sure that you beat it. No easiness.
You know what?
No
though?
easy.
That harkens back to like all the old Nintendo games I loved and arcade games I loved.
Where difficulty equals length.
Just generally. Just
Um,
I'm just saying some of my favorite arcade games, the ones that took my most quarters, you know, you have to theoretically beat in one go.
Just
right.
By the
you
way,
see that? You're not allowed to touch green balls.
nope. So this is Ball Pit Simulator. First game and self-published here.
Song slaps.
Has some jazz to it. Their tagline was, "You are trapped in a cursed ball pit. How will you escape?"
Bad joke.
Why are the
That's it?
green ones bad?
I don't
I
know.
think I see why the green ones are bad now. Okay.
Are you gonna escape? Oh my goodness. Okay, we have Best Aim. It's a rhythm shooter. It's an FPS game that unites music and shooter games.
Beating.
Multiplayer is going to be planned, and it's all AI generated maps too. Early access for 5 to 10 months, possibly.
All right, this I'm a proponent for sound effects used as a musical interlude in games and trailers. This is cool.
This is kind of neat.
At first I thought it was going to be VR, but it's not.
Oh, it's not.
It's not VR, and you can play as it's a mouse. It's basically OOS but 3D, from what I can tell. And they're still adding more mechanics into the game too. You should definitely go check out their page and see, like, they talk about it a bit more in detail with what they're trying to aim for with the game. OOS clone? Yeah, you can say that, but it's a different way, another take on it.
I would say it's in the same genre, which is a rhythm game. That said, using it as a gun mechanic is still cool.
Cool. What was the we're gonna have another rhythm game here coming up, but what was the rhythm game? One of the original ones that showed up on Steam where you're like on a racetrack.
Oh man. Audio serve.
Audio serve, yeah. Look at how many different games have come from that too.
Oh boy. Here we go.
You ready to do some fishing?
This
We got
looks
fishing
mobile.
adventure. Over 30 species of fish, 7 location quest tournaments, and real fishing equipment.
You have
Yes,
made this
real
up.
fishing equipment.
You've really reeled me in here.
Oh.
Hey, look at that fish action.
You dig that? Yeah. That's-
I love you, Popskyy.
I hate myself.
It's I love you still.
Oh, God, I just realized. I hate you too.
You know,
I hate you too.
I'll be honest. I wasn't big on fishing games at all, and then I sat there and sat in for 2 hours of Richard Hammer playing a fishing game and been like, I get it. I
Every
totally
time-
get it now.
Every time we see a fishing game, we have to bring up Richard Hammer because he's the only person I've seen actually try and play fishing games on stream.
And it works.
I like fishing. Fun.
But fishing
too.
games.
Hi, Siri. This is Legion Craft. Early access for about 6 months is what they're predicting. It's got campaign and adventure modes, 80 different types of monsters.
This is going to be pretty cool, I think. Because it's roguelite. And it's all based on your own little makeups of like how you end up making your party. And you move always to the right, so you always just gotta keep moving in with the guys that you have. It's pretty cool. I think it's gonna come up for some really cool puzzle stuff.
That's Interesting. Popskyy, do you play any roguelike or strategy games, really?
I played Isaac for a long time. Other than that, not really.
Gotcha. That is...
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what was going on there, but I'm down
you
with that
see, Popskyy, let me explain. Boxes.
one.
It was boxes.
It was Tetris. You have Tetris pieces that you have to fit together, and you have to move a mobile Tetris piece together.
So this
Okay.
is... What
More
is this,
boxes.
Morag?
We got the game I was talking about there a little bit earlier, Metrail. It has 3 tracks, aka songs, aka levels. It's simple gameplay, and out of those tracks, they're very atmospheric.
Yeah, this is very audio surf.
Now, I think what it is,
That was it.
That was it.
that was
All
it.
we got.
That's
Pretty
all you
sure
got.
all you had to do is just hold down like the buttons as it's passing by, or just tapping on the keyboard possibly. That's all I could kind of try and pull from it. So, did you know that this game is actually based off of Ryan? Because it's called Race with
charity?
Ryan. No, Ryan, the YouTuber.
Oh,
He's one of, if I remember correctly, he's like one of those one of those kid YouTubers where the parents are trying to basically force him to be happy all the time.
Oh,
he's the toy review kid.
Toy review kid, yeah. Racing the world with the YouTube sensation Ryan. Career mode and a split screen versus 6 races and maps. And you can even unlock Ryan too.
nice. In career mode, do you race alone?
That's a great question.
Oh, there he is. Look at him. He's too excited.
So happy.
Oh man,
But hey,
couldn't pay me to play that ever.
so do you like Meat Boy? Do you
Love
like
Meat Boy.
Do you like Celeste? Well, now you
Love
can have Rift Raccoon. And the whole thing in this game is that you teleport for your movement. So you can teleport through stuff. I think this is going to be pretty damn cool.
This looks neat. I'm always a fan of whenever you jump on something and it makes a little squish noise. Oh, dude, it's done for me. Game on.
Did you hear the squish sound that happened when he got hit by that rocket?
Sorry, I missed. I was too busy checking the mark.
Trash Panda the game. There we go.
All right, so this is Tile Conquer. Something else didn't make it. Uh-oh, we'll figure it out later. Anyway, it's in early access for about 6 months. Fast, endless, and normal game modes. First game and self-published. So, I'll be honest, I didn't know how I felt about this as a visual experience. Like, their trailer blows. We'll just be blunt. But, I love the idea of conquering lands and kind of expanding your resources and such in a defense game. This feels congregate, and I love that.
Yeah. Look at all those options on the right. That looks very convoluted. And that's it. All
That's
right.
it.
Done.
As soon as I was getting into it, they were like, "No, you've had enough."
Dawn of the Dragon Ascension. This is definitely not a mobile game.
100%
Meant for the PC. It's a tactical grid-based combat. You can either go online for quests, PvE, or you can do guild quests. I'm going to say those are probably in-game stuff. And yeah, you can even play online with people too as well. Rich narrative building on more than 9 years of lore.
That's cool. Wow, these trailers are quick today.
They are zooming. Look at this one.
Mars Power Industries Deluxe. Every puzzle can be solved in 5 moves. Quote unquote, 97 handcrafted puzzles. That's about 4 to 5 hours of various difficulty levels. If you're really good at about 3 hours, and if you manage, you must contact us.
Yep. That was right on their page. I was like, oh, okay. So if you do real good, you have to go brag to them. They're probably like, please make us more games. Or make us more levels.
Yeah.
Next,
Make us
we
all
got-
the games.
We got
We'll put it on our
Vector.
fridge.
We got
Hey.
Vector. This game, oddly enough, it's going to be going to early access. Only a year to 3 years of early access. That's what their estimate is. So I don't know what else they're going to end up adding to it. They didn't have a ton of info, but currently has online leaderboards. And I lied. They're actually planning to put guns, multiplayer, and a level editor in.
Hey, Popskyy, what do you think about this?
You know, I'm always down with the synthwave looking stuff.
I figured.
But there's so many of these types of games. Like, I've played enough of them to never play them again.
That is true. They've, especially in the last about 4 or 5 months, they've really kicked upward.
That looks
So.
like it was like a game jam game or something.
Oh, hey, it got moved.
It did, accidentally, it looks like. So, Popskyy, how would you like to be
Yeah?
Santa in Santa's visit?
What's happening?
You get to play as Santa in a VR game. That's it. That's the plot. Messing
to play
around with their
around
toys,
with
their house,
all-
whatever. What would you do, Popskyy?
I love this. I actually love this. It's just great.
It's literally just a sandbox game of playing with the stuff that you'd normally get as toys, like for school, except it's all Christmas themed. It's gonna be in early access for a year, so who knows what will be added in the next year.
Let me guess, it's coming out on Christmas.
No. It's coming out like right now-ish.
Maybe
The 1st
next
of
Christmas.
November.
Well, I meant like out of early access.
Hey,
Oh,
I imagine like they'll do it, and then you have to hit up multiple houses that have different toys in each house, maybe.
Dude.
Not usually a fan of VR games, but that looked quite fun.
And not only that, it looks like it would make good content on Twitch.
Maybe.
So that is the end of part 1.
Oh. Hey, we did it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Damn, half an hour already down. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So, Popskyy, when
Hey.
we were talking about what to do, when you were talking about with Morag and you were talking about with me, you're like, don't make me talk too much. And I'm like, Popskyy, you're going to want to talk. And when there's games like Santa's Visit and such, you just have to say things, right?
Yeah. I mean, I already look like Santa, so it connects with me.
Oh, God, you could cosplay and do that game as a special event.
I'm going to Amazon, getting a Santa costume real quick. Just BRB.
BRB.
BRB. Well, that wraps up our first part of tonight's show. And we'll just simply see all of you after the break. But first, I guess we got some more time to talk. Morag, what was your pick that time so far?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to probably go with Legion Craft, the Tetris type of puzzle / roguelike. I want to know how that will actually play out, but I have a feeling that it's not going to string well.
Gotcha. What about you,
Definitely.
Popskyy? Quickly.
Probably Rift Raccoon.
Ooh, I could see that. That's right. That's the one you had to click. Well, we'll see you in part B, 2, or whatever of the Game Trailer Show. I did. Okay. And now we're good for the cut. Morag, you do the intro on part B, okay?
We're doing like intros again?
No, like just simply say welcome back. This is part 2, as if we're going on the YouTube trailer. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, just thinking. You don't even have to throw to me. Just turn around and talk to Popskyy. He's the cool one. He's got the beard. Since we're doing this as a small break, do you need to stand up and get anything, Popskyy? Are you good to go?
Should be good.
Cool. Then on we go. I'm ready to do the transition. Just finish the countdown in your head. 5, 4, 3.
And welcome back to the trailer show, looking at all of the games from the November 5th to November 7th that are going to be coming out that we thought were at least notable.
Nice.
And welcome to my co-host, Jacklifear, and my guest, Popskyy.
Hey,
Hi.
how's it going?
Going good, Popskyy. How you doing?
I'm good.
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey, I hit play 3 times and it's not playing. This is less awkward all of a sudden. Hello.
Oh, there we go.
So, Popskyy, you've been watching this show for quite a bit. How does it feel today just to be on the show?
Feels good so far.
So far. Until I screw everything up and Morag has to bail me out, right?
I can't do anything right now.
Well, why not?
We're watching all of these trailers, one right after another. This is on rails. We're
No
going,
brakes on this train.
We're going choo-choo. Choosing them games.
Oh, that's so relevant to what we're looking forward to, Morag.
Hey, there's only 2 of them.
There's only all of them. Popskyy, have you had a recent release of your music?
Yeah, I just put out a new single.
Oh, really?
Called City of Neon. It's on Spotify and my Bandcamp.
Nice.
It's got a lot of saxophone.
What
Saxon?
What inspired the sax?
I've always used a little bit of sax here and there. I like sax.
Especially in your last album, you did quite a bit there too. Right?
Yeah, a couple of them. Yeah.
Split.
Split was really good. In fact, I was playing it in the pre-show.
PogChamp.
PogChamp. Chat PogChamp.
PogChamp.
Well, speaking of hearing cool things, what does KDrac do?
Hi, Popskyy. What have you been up to?
Hey.
I can't actually hear you
Just
because I have a
chilling.
pre-recorded message. I don't know how long
Got
I'm
it.
supposed to be
All
recording
right.
for, so I guess I'll...
Please leave a message after the tone.
It's Alfonso's Arctic Adventure. Poke the walrus with a stick.
Beautiful.
Punch a yeti in the face. Watch a
What?
fat guy pull up his pants. Fly around with a fish in a spaceship while hurling
Alfonso's,
swords at a giant
Arctic Adventure.
fire-breathing snowflake. Battle dangerous enemies. Flying
This is a
noses,
Kickstarter game.
sandwiches, alien businessmen, and much,
Literally
much
for an NES game.
more.
I'll be
Fantastic
honest,
graphics.
whether I like
Excuse
this
me?
or not, it's a great trailer.
Say that again, one more time.
This is a Kickstarter game for an NES. And it was also ported to 3DS and PC.
I was gonna say something like there better be like a Genesis game or something on this, but that works.
So, disclaimer on this one.
This is still kid friendly, but the concept, I would say, is interesting that kids will not understand.
So this is also based off an anime where a guy gets thrown into a situation with 12 different star maidens, and he has to conceive babies with them, but the babies are kind of like little Pokemon babies, and thus he brings them into battle and hopes they don't die.
Sorry I made you wait.
Mm-hmm.
I have to get closer. or
Yeah,
else I can't see.
yeah.
Kid friendly, huh?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you have babies. You have babies like you do in Pokemon when you run around with the egg and they hatch, right?
Yep.
Just like in this
kid
game.
friendly.
Kid friendly, 100%.
Yeah. See, this is how a Pokemon is made.
That's okay. The best part for me is not that part. It's the fact that you see him take a legion of his children into battle here in a moment.
Oh, I like how you actually go and equip your children and show the skill trees for all your children and being like, please don't die, kid. You'll be good. Now beat them.
Hi, Daddy. Let's make you proud.
His army of children, very cool.
That said, people who've talked to me about this game and its previous iterations say that it's actually a pretty cool concept and a fun game. Just don't play it where anyone can watch you.
Yeah.
It sounds like half of the from what I could tell from some people in my community, they have to do that, but with visual novels too as well.
Amazing for 12 stars. Pre-order now.
Oh boy. I will not pre-order now. No, thank you.
But come on, it had the nice. Didn't you see it had the nice PS4 dashboard theme?
Very cool. Don't need it.
Anyway, we got
All right.
Demon Crawl. 500 unique items, 5 quests, and multiple difficulties with 50 different stage mods. And there's over 100 achievements too as well. Good luck. And I guess some of them are not easy whatsoever.
Popskyy, this is RPG Minesweeper.
I'm kind of down with it. If my internet's not working, I'll play it.
This is the game I was hoping was going to be on mobile.
Is it not?
Not that I could find.
Oh man, missing a market there.
That said, though, RPG Minesweeper is a fantastic.
Gone rogue.
Oh, and it's roguelike apparently.
Mhm.
Oh,
Click.
yeah,
Hey,
I'll take that one.
Hey, you said I looked for you on the Android. You weren't there.
Okay, so it is on mobile. Okay.
It said
that's
Android.
even
I
better.
did not see it there. I'm grumpy now. I need to go find that now.
All right, this
Hey,
is
look, another
Galactic.
space game.
This is Galactic Rangers VR. It's their second VR game and self-published, and that's all the notes say. Oh yeah, because it's just a VR shooter.
It's a VR shooter.
It's a rail shooter.
Trust me, I tried to find. So when the notes are pretty slim, it's not
Yeah.
that I gave. It's not that I didn't try. I legit can't find information that they published to actually talk about the game that's worth talking about. Because like half the stuff is like, oh yeah, become the intergalactic ranger and be the person you want to be that you couldn't be because you're amazing and yeah. That's literally half the PR speak on some of these games. It's ridiculous.
So all fluff, no substance.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
This is the game. This is the game that I was trying to find, that I did end up playing because it's mobile. Writing was pretty cute, but the game wasn't fun.
So this
Characters
is
look like.
Guildmaster.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go on. What's up, Pops?
I was just gonna say, characters look like scribble knots.
Mhm. Games that break the fourth wall. Trailer.
like
Okay. Very cool. I don't.
It's pretty much the game. This is their writing style. I'm not joking.
What's up with the P switch on his head? You waiting for Mario to just jump on him? What's going on?
Does it make a squish noise? That's the question.
But yeah, the game is extremely self-aware in its
Yeah,
writing style.
gonna be
Oh,
a
and
no from
The
me.
game is balanced to be a paid game versus a mobile game.
Okay. So,
Hey.
I mean,
Hey, you like dancing?
No.
you just like making music to dance to.
Yeah. I
So-
see this game in your future, Morag.
Yeah, no, I have to still end up playing Just Dance myself for a charity stream that I haven't done yet, and I have to do this.
I have to say,
Look
this
at
is an
this.
amazing trailer for it, though.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
this
good.
one's just highlighting this one mode in the game too. The game itself has over 40 new tracks, and there's actually a subscription fee if you want to for the game that will let you get access to over 500 plus, pretty much their whole catalog. And did you know this game is still coming out for the Wii, the original Wii? See that symbol down there? That's amazing.
All it is just a video and some choreography. How do you
Choreography?
Choreography.
Nice.
Choreography. There we go.
So, I think this is the obligatory RPG Maker selection. I can't remember, but this is Night Eternal. They have a skill tree system for each hero crafting system. They gain spells and techniques via equipment and spell orbs, and there's 3 difficulties. Also,
Wow!
I think this is also an advocacy of how some trailers can and cannot be done.
Oh,
So-
jam. Hold on. All right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's
I
good
like me
music.
some 8-bit, so.
There's nothing wrong with good 8-bit music. That said, this reminds me of Final Fantasy Adventure looking at it. And I like that. Did you play any of the old 8-bit RPGs, really, guys?
No.
Oh,
not really.
then I will hold on to my own bastion on that one.
Here we go.
Yeah!
Game of the year right here.
Really?
Mario Sonic! Mario
This is
Sonic
sick.
at the Games Tokyo 2020.
Advancing classic 2D.
There you go. That's what I want the game for.
There is a demo to the game if you want to go check it out on Switch.
Oh, yeah? Does it have any of the 8-bit? Because that's all I want.
I am not sure if the demo does or not, no. Oh, hey, I was behind on the game links. Whoops. There you go. But yeah, 30 plus 2D and 3D games. You can choose anyone from Mario, Luigi, Sonic, Tails, Yoshi, Amy Rose, Waluigi, Eggman, and many more.
You did it. You packed all that in.
Lava was celebrating.
He was like, woo!
Pandora Chains of Chaos. Early access for quote-unquote a couple months. Has a demo up you can play for free and is being updated till the release of the game. It came out August 6th. Game plans to have more features, skills, updated quests, content, and much more.
Much more.
Let me tell you, though.
You can ride a pig.
You
can
can
ride a pig. I'm sold. Done. Check.
I don't know how I feel about... Actually, no, I do know how I feel about when a dev puts "and much more" at the end of like all the stuff that they do want to do. I just think about every time I put "much more" and I'm just like, I'm leaving this open to interpretation. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet.
it feels almost obligatory at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they put in a bunch of like footage from when they first started to now.
Mm-hmm.
So, tell me about Planet Zoo from Frontier Development.
They keep making new simulator games. They've also made the Jurassic World Evolutions, Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo, and even Elite Dangerous. From what I understand, the difference in this is you're supposed to make friends with the animals inside the place as you're building them.
So, like the zookeepers befriending them and such, building bonds.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, there was some poo. Okay. Very cool.
Is that all you need is poo in your game?
Nope. Don't want it.
So
this looks fine.
Yeah, instead of it being like the full just simulator, it's more so aimed at, you know, building the habitats versus just saying
building the
put it
zoo.
in. Yeah.
Which is what I thought was you were building the entire zoo. Unless that is the case.
I imagine you're probably still building the zoo. They're just more on it, you know?
Falcon
Here
Slayer
we go.
says- Uh-oh.
Yeehaw, brother.
So,
Now enhanced for PC.
I love how you don't have any notes on the spreadsheet here because you don't need notes for Red Dead Redemption 2.
No.
Nope.
Far from
Look at
real
that.
open country.
They've got horses with realistic balls.
And
Oh yeah.
and a crap ton of rewards.
For the balls?
Yeah.
Civilization.
Those are the private rewards.
So one thing that is kind of cool, this is a little bit of a spoiler if you haven't played this, but if you played the first game, a little bit of a spoiler, this actually very much is directly affected by the story of the first game. More than you think. Like, I thought it was going to be brand new, but no, there is direct ramifications of the last story.
That's pretty cool.
Can't wait. We only got 3 days left.
So
now we have miscellaneous timelines. Have you ever played Mario's Missing?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, this is the game, except Mario's Missing. 50 unique levels, 300 events categorized from space, geographic exploration, art, literature, games, war, science. You just basically put them in order. That's it. You put them in order.
So,
okay.
This is a
history game.
This is the Year of Rain from Daedalic Entertainment. Totally an RTS game. Early access for 1.5 years. Looks like content updates every 6 to 8 weeks. Games will launch into early access as esports ready. Story-driven campaign, solo or co-op. Wait, esports ready? What are we in 2003?
That was on their page. They want this game to be esports ready come November 6th in 4 days.
Luck.
Esports ready.
You better have some teams lined up.
AKA look just like Warcraft 3. Anyway, next we have is beautiful. Whoa, that was a burp while saying beautiful. Beautiful bricks. 1 to 4 players, 230 levels, 15 bosses, 30 power-ups, endless boss rush mode, invader, and marathon game modes. It's multiplayer brick box.
I'm in.
I'm in.
This
100%.
This is how.
I am not in.
Well, that's fun. You can
I'm not in.
This is
You can play your
multiplayer. I've been wanting this for so long.
You can play your
Nope.
timelines game.
No, I
I
don't
will
want
play
the
this game.
timeline game. That's
You
not
can
a
play while
game.
you is missing.
I didn't say I wanted to play it.
Look at this volleyball, dude. You don't want this? You don't want any of this
I
action?
don't want any of this.
Look,
Nope.
You know
so
what?
many,
Devs,
so many activity.
Devs, I bet you I could get, if you pay, I can find 4 people to spotlight this game all over.
Oh, I could play it for money. But I
Play
couldn't
free.
actually sit here and sit here and play it, being like, yeah, we're playing good content here. Like if someone said, hey, do you want to play this multiplayer? Like, yeah, sure. But if someone said, are you gonna buy money? Are you gonna pay money to buy this game? I'm like, no, I won't.
Dude, I would play this with 3 members of my community easy. Just for the chaos of it.
That means you're getting people to actually spend money on a game that looks like and probably feels like it will have all of 30 minutes of replay value.
Sometimes 30 minutes is value. Hey, I'm just saying. No. I mean, I don't know what the cost is off the top of my head, but I love the concept, and I've been hoping for that for 2 decades. So
I gotta see what is the cost of that game. Oh, we don't know. It's not out yet.
Yep, that's true. But this is Car Rumble. Seasonal ranking system.
This
for
is
online
what I'm
matchmaker,
talking about.
Special
This looks pretty
abilities and
nice.
power-ups. So you're down for this, Popskyy?
Yeah.
Yeah. The online matchmaking, I think, would be pretty cool because they're going to be doing the whole just rankings and making it so then you will be the
Free to
best.
play.
You can
Free
be
to
the
play.
best one. You can be the best. Are you be the best car rumbler?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Twisted Metal Wrestling.
that's amazing. That's true.
I'd pay $3.27 for beautiful bricks. That's probably the max I would pay too.
Wow. Savage.
Come in. Come in.
We have Meteor Fall,
I'm looking for
Kermit's
an
Tale.
incredible
Early access for 6 months to 12 months. 2 playable heroes currently in the game right now with 2 very unique play styles. It's going to be fully playable from beginning to end already right now in the game. So they're going to be concentrated. So they already have like everything nailed down for the game. But now they want to know what else can we add into it. So more heroes are planned with other features as well.
You ever watch that show, Teacher's Pet with the dog?
I haven't. The art
It's
style.
got like the same art style.
This one reminds me a little bit of Adventure Time too.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a grimier version of Adventure Time. Or Crumpet's Tale, not Kermit's Tale.
I was like, the frog? Whoa.
Crumpet.
Sesame Street's getting weird.
So it is a roguelike deck builder too. So
That looks all right. There's a lot of those games coming out recently.
Yeah, that one has such a unique style to it, though.
That said,
Very unique.
this month I only saw 3 of them, where I normally see 9 to 20 of them for deck builders. So that trend's
heads up.
slowing down.
Heads up, this game is not in English.
Yeah.
There is a demo if you want to try it out. It's their first game that's self-published.
And what am I looking at here? An ARPG or?
I think it's
I have
ARPG.
no idea.
And you know what? This is relevant enough
What?
with Diablo 4 being referenced recently.
Too soon for the next game.
Why is that in English?
Great question.
What
Great
is going
question.
on? Oh boy. Here you go, Morag. This is
No,
your
this
name
is
written
not.
all over it.
Nope. Definitely not. This is Puzzle Cave. First game self-published, and if I remember correctly, they want it to be speedrun viable.
I'll be honest, I could see this as
Correctly?
a cool speedrun game, just seeing what
Hey.
that is.
Any game is speed runnable if you think about it.
True.
If you try hard enough.
So this is a game I've been looking forward to.
Hey guys.
This is
Strap
Failspace.
Ooh.
Early access for Ballpark 1 year. It is a VR game.
I'll call you Trevor.
10-minute sessions and up to 4 people co-op. The gist is it seems to be chaos scenarios of the space bridge simulator from Star Trek. So each scenario has problems, and you as a team have to deal with them.
Trevor, catch. Thanks. I owe you one.
Each scenario is supposed to be about 10 minutes long. But you also, the mobile, like you can actually play mobile as well too, somehow to link in with the person playing
I owe you
on
one.
VR.
Cool.
They've already worked on it for 2+ years.
And I'm back. Hey, the ship is
What?
still
So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. But yeah.
December 2018. Very cool. Oh, that was the
Mhm.
closed beta.
Yeah.
What's up, girl?
We have More Dark. It's a puzzle platformer. And the game trailer pretty much speaks for itself. You run around and kill all of the people of hell.
Didn't make a
Without
squish
dying.
noise, but
a satisfying splat, though.
yeah, I would say so. But the noise is a little annoying. The
Well,
listen.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is like the classic of classic, like Game Boy NES sounds, though.
Yes, it is.
Hmm.
This is full nostalgia for like those styles of games. Oh, look at that! They're doing the flippy flip thing, like they did in that one game. Yeah.
This looks okay. Oh, hats.
But
It's reeling me in. Sup, girl?
Wait a second.
more of the brick game.
Hey.
Wow.
Boss fight. Very cool.
And he died. End of trailer. Move
There
on.
we go.
was okay.
Hey, do you like your VR games where the VR is so confusing you don't know if you're actually playing a VR game or not? Oh, I mean, in the trailer.
No.
Some violent content. Parental discretion is advised.
That said,
Or how
this is one of the cooler ways to do a VR game.
Slapper alert. Hold on.
So, it's think of like an old school arcade rail shooter, except in VR. And it's always moving, no matter what. Because that is part of their pitch.
So, this trailer could have been absolutely crappy, but they did it right. This is the way you do a rail shooter trailer. Agreed?
This is
or
kind of
disagree?
sick, actually.
It reminds me of the Wii U trailer.
Oh.
When they had when they were playing, was it Wii U or no Wii for Metroid Prime 3 when they have like the guy like dive behind the couch.
Yeah.
Except that wasn't VR, but they really wanted it to be.
It's only PSVR.
Aw.
Had that song in the list
So,
there though.
I would like to introduce you to a game called Stone Shard. It looks real much like Graveyard Keeper. But Stone Shard is early access for about 1.5 to 2 years. Massive roadmap plan. Currently has 5 to 6 hours of content per gaming session, 60 enemies, and 100+ abilities. I like it. This is a click for me.
I think it has definitely some potential. It's in the same vein as some of like the other rogue style games in that way, like swords in the pit. Yeah, swords in the pit.
Yeah.
Like that style.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Superverse. Early access planned for up to 2 years. We'll have a single and co-op, more worlds, music, and enemies, and possibly a deathmatch and a level editor.
Ooh,
But
this
you
looks
will be able to
nutty.
play single and co-op, though. There's the big thing there.
I like the graphics a lot.
I would play this co-op with friends, because I would love to play a space shooter with friends. But what's the difference between a superverse and a universe?
That logo is
You-
kind of sick, actually.
You bring friends to the Superverse.
What's up with you guys and cubes and stuff? What's going on here?
Hey, like Picross in 3D?
Oh,
You have Voxelgram. It's a 104 puzzles in this wonderful game. And if you know Picross, you already know this game. And it already has all of the levels are all logical. So if you've played some Picross games where they're evil and make you guess, you don't need to guess in this one. At least that was one of their selling points. But yeah,
wasn't Picross 3D on 3DS or something?
yeah, it was.
Yeah. No.
Mhm.
I liked those trailers. Those were good ones.
What was my
Pretty
favorite though? I didn't click. Oh wait, I did click on one.
Yeah.
Demon Crawl.
Beautiful bricks. See that there?
Beautiful
No,
bricks.
no. Demon Crawl. The roguelike Minesweeper game.
Yeah,
that
we
one
got
looks pretty good.
all three of the clicks. Popskyy was down with Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. I remember you getting excited there. Game of the year, you said?
Hell, probably not, but I'm down to play it.
Been seeing a few people play it today, actually, on Twitch. Honestly,
Really?
I don't mean to sound weird, but I wasn't kidding earlier. I've been looking for a multiplayer Arkanoid for years. So Beautiful Bricks is my game pick of this time.
Mine would probably be Red Dead.
Well,
I'm just too excited for it.
did you not get to play it on
4K.
console?
No, I skipped it. I knew it was going to be on PC at some point.
Gotcha.
There was no way it was not going to be on PC.
That makes sense.
Popskyy had faith in the Rockstar development team. I don't blame you.
Maybe that'll make it
Pretty
explode
good.
on the role-playing side, too.
GTA 5 is one of the best-selling games of all time.
So,
And there's a reason for that. It's pretty good.
it is pretty
Anyway.
good. We'll continue our talk in part 3 of episode 11. See you guys after the flip thing. Flip.
Flip, flipping,
Or
flipping
something.
trailers.
All right. Do we need to have a break of any sort? Refresh a drink or anything? Or are we good to keep going?
I'm good to go.
I'm good.
Nice. Okay. Then I'll just do the intro here in a second. And Popskyy, seriously, tonight's been a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging with us, friend.
Thanks for having me.
8th to the 12th.
8th through the 12th, thank you. I was actually waiting for the rotation to go through. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to part 3 of episode 11 of the Game Trailer Show. We will be featuring games from the 8th to the 12th during this segment of November 2019. And as always, I'm joined by tehMorag and our special friend, Popskyy, also known as Dad. Hi, Dad.
Hey,
Hey.
that's me again. I'm back from the store. How's it going?
What were you? What did you have to buy at the store, Dad?
Cigarettes.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Did you
Don't
get me
smoke.
candy?
did you
I
get?
did, actually. Half off. All of it.
what candy would you eat right now?
I got these Oreo chocolate bar things.
Oh,
Pretty good.
are they the like Oreo plus Hershey's chocolate bar things? Those?
I think so. It's got a spider on it, so I don't like to look at them.
Oh,
Well, I'm
What?
scared of spiders. Burn them. Burn the cookies.
That's what I'm saying.
burn the cookies. That others would call it melting.
That comes after. That was before burning. Melting goes into burning.
Hey,
What are we
Morag,
on about right now?
I don't know, Morag. What would be your candy bar that Dad got you from the store?
Tootsie Rolls.
Tootsie
What?
Rolls. Yeah.
Out of all of them, you pick that one?
Tootsie Rolls are amazing.
Here comes
They're
KDraconis.
so plain.
Excuse me?
Welcome
So
back
plain.
to part 3 of our 37-part series on upcoming
30s.
video games. Today we'll be
30.
looking at some interesting games from the 1970s. Please sit down and relax as we
37 parts, guys. You ready for this?
I love
not gonna lie.
KDrac.
Reminded me of some of those really bad YouTube tutorial videos.
So game of the year potential right here is what a lot of people are saying.
Possibly, you never know. The reviews are out. I haven't read any of them, but I've been told it's been pretty decisive. I personally feel it's either going to be gameplay or stories that are going to really mess people up with this game.
Without spoiling, the reviews have definitely told a fascinating story about what to expect of this game, just by the impressions given. And the only way to say what many people say is it is a unique experience.
Yeah.
My name is Sam Porter.
Looks like it.
I would say it's going to be unique, very much.
It's my job to reconnect.
Death Stranding is going to be very unique. I'm looking to play it.
November 8th. Comes out on PC soon, too. Like next year or something.
A year later. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
This is Jumanji, the video game.
If I can't play as Jack Black.
It is. Oh, you can.
I am 100% in right now.
Online or split screen modes with friends or AI are available. Yeah, I'd say the new Jumanji movies are very much a guilty pleasure. I like them, but I probably shouldn't have.
I love it. This one, Layton's Mystery Journey, Catriel and the Millionaire's Conspiracy Deluxe Edition. 40 brand new puzzles.
Nailed it.
Refined ones. Yeah, totally nailed it. Refined ones from the 3DS version. All DLC and outfits, and some new ones are included, and it has an improved look. I've never played a Layton game, and I feel that's a disservice to me. What about you guys?
I've never played one.
I've been wanting to for a very, very long time, but I haven't. This might be the one.
I'll be honest, I adored Ace Attorney, and everyone says I should play this.
Solved. That's the Layton Detective Agency's motto.
But yeah, no, it's like, because from what I understand with this game, and I have never played one, so it's just purely the way I feel that, like, I think it's going to play out, is they're all just basically anime episodes. And then you go and solve puzzles in between, like, different segments. That's the way that I've always seen them as.
If that's how it is, I am in. Chad, should I play this?
So, this is going to be on the Switch. Or if you already have a 3DS, you can go and play them there too as well.
The criminal is extremely intelligent and a level-headed decision.
This looks
Look
okay.
at them. Look at them. They're all having such a great time in their locations, in their times, in their funds. And that dog just gives no shits. And he's just complaining about everything.
I will solve this case in my father's.
But if I remember, like Layton, Professor Layton was another character. This is somehow like built onto it.
We'll just.
I think it's a continuation of the story, but yeah. Not Idea Factory.
No. Hey, would you like to lurk in the dark? Prologue. Prequel to the first chapter, not released. The Guilty, 45 to 60 minutes long. So, this is essentially a demo before one of their games.
Yep, it's the way that I saw it is like they're going to be hyping their main game in the future with this game instead.
Gotcha.
It's more like a proof of concept. Music
right here.
Music is very much in line of like what is it, Silent Hill?
Gotcha. That said, environment is well crafted and beautiful. That's not how you spell believe.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be free too, as well, to the best of my knowledge. And if I remember correctly, they're also they're like right on their pages. If you make YouTube videos, send me a message. So have fun if you're a streamer or whatnot.
Gotcha.
Oh, there we go, free.
Not a fan of horror games, so I'm gonna pass on that one.
How to torture Pops 101.
Nope.
Hey, Popskyy. Brothers.
We have new Super Lucky's Tale. This game was originally out on the Xbox and the PC as Super Lucky Tale, but it's coming out on Switch now with new Super Lucky's Tale. It was actually, this is where it gets even more confusing, Lucky's Tale was originally a VR game that spun this whole series off.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, it's beautiful.
So really, there's only two games, just heads up. There's Lucky's Tale, which is the VR game. Then there's Super Lucky's Tale, which is the game that we're currently looking at.
Okay.
For Xbox and PC. And then new Super Lucky's Tale is the Switch version.
But
it's the same as Super Lucky Tale.
But is it really lucky?
I said lucky 3 times for 3 different game names, so it must be.
I hope.
This looks fun.
I'll play this.
Yeah, I can see you play.
I wonder if since it's going to be on Switch, if it's going to end up having the premium Nintendo cost to it.
The $100 Canadian.
Yeah, pretty much. I want to play Luigi's Mansion, but man, $100 for a game that's probably going to last me 6 to 8 hours is, yeah, I don't know.
Like if it were 40 to 60, though, it'd be a totally different experience, right?
Oh, hands down. And yeah, that's what it is. It's $60 American, $100 Canadian.
So, some people like mosh pits, but this person is like, I want an Uber mosh, and then he decided Uber mosh : Omega. Top-down retro arcade mid-combat game, 5 years in the making, over 4K different sprites.
Yes, somehow they shoved in 4,000 different sprites into this. So I don't know if they're talking like tiles as well too, maybe. I don't know.
Well,
this looks hectic.
I mean,
this looks nutty.
I don't know if that's a big selling point though, because I mean, in theory, you could say Ghost 1.0 had over 2,500 sprites if you went down that path.
Why didn't you go and put that in the selling then?
Because it won't sell games.
Hey, that one's gonna sell. That one's definitely sell. We have Ashland and then some symbols. I don't know what that says because this game is only in simplified Chinese. It's early access for 3 to 6 months with 1v4 gameplay, 4 bad guys, 7 adventures, and 3 maps at launch.
So how's
Dead by Daylight?
By Daylight doing?
But Chinese version. I think this is going to be pretty cool.
It does look cool.
Pass. Big old pass from me.
But was Dead by Daylight a pass too?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
For sure.
It does look like I think they're going to have better objectives in this game versus Dead by Daylight, but I don't know. Oh my god, that scream has been said. I've heard it twice now. I think it's used somewhere else.
That's one of the standards, yeah.
Yeah, is that a trapdoor they even have
that's a
too?
trapdoor.
It's literally Dead by Daylight. Oh my goodness. Hi, Seedling, it's time to evolve. Will you grow fast or will you grow strong?
Oh my god! Miscreation, evolve your creature to survive thousands of possible combinations. First game, self-published. Morag, you inspired me.
Good.
Yes,
there's a Wilhelm scream. I heard it. I think that's number 2? 1, 2? I think I heard one earlier. I don't remember.
That said, it's Spore the platformer.
No, it's more so. To the best, if I remember correctly, it's more like what was the Super Nintendo version?
Evo.
Yeah.
Evo: The Search for Eden.
Yeah, it's more like that, to the best of my knowledge.
Yeah. Well,
there's another one screen. There's another one that's 2-in-1 trailer. Holy crap!
I'm just trying to decode what I'm looking at here. This is something.
I do like the song though.
Baby heads, DNA choir.
Oh, you evolve each individual part. That's kind of cool, I guess.
Did you never play Evo for the Super Nintendo?
No.
You should.
It's a classic.
I'd say it's aged very well too.
Sup, ladies?
They're gonna help you evolve any of your body
Oh my
parts.
god, that's a frog chicken. Poor guy.
Man, this is I'm probably maybe gonna play this. It's Romancing Saga 3 because I've never played a Romancing Saga game myself. So they're going back and they're remastering the game that only came out in Japan back in 1995 with optimized graphics, new dungeon to explore, new scenarios, and even new game plus as well too.
I thought that logo said romancing salsa.
That's hot.
Yeah, that's neat.
So one thing I couldn't figure out with this though, what's the difference between the 2D and the 3D stuff?
Probably in the same vein as that, what is it, Dragon's Quest that just happened?
Maybe. Yeah, because they say, what, new perspective there?
Yeah.
So now we have Saga Scarlet Grace. I'll be honest, this looks fun.
Seems very run-of-the-mill RPG to me.
Yeah, but, I mean, that's what they all were back in the day.
Right. That's kind of cool.
I got no info for this game because I didn't know it was in this trailer. For real.
Yeah. No, it's, the remaster is both of them combined, to my knowledge.
In one package?
Yes. I
What?
think
Yeah,
the
it's two
second
games.
one is the 3D variation of the 2D game. That's why they did the flip between the two arrow attacks, so you could see the standard arrow and the 3D arrow.
See, look, Romancing Salsa coming out on the PS Vita.
I thought those are two different games, to be honest.
If they are, they might be.
Is this finally coming out?
Finally coming out! The Legend of Bumbo. Puzzle-based deck-building roguelike. It's a prequel to the Binding of Isaac. 4+ characters, 100 items, 30 enemies, and 10 bosses coming out on the 11th.
All right, I'm in.
Click.
They nailed the art on this. Because I know when it first like where they're showing it off, I was like, I don't know how they're gonna nail this, but they definitely nailed it.
There's a fat guy and a weird one and another thing. And it had like a casino zone and a skull game and tons of spells.
What even is this trailer?
And nail boards. They got needles, fishy hooks, finger hots, and beans too.
Edmund.
I love it.
Oh,
Well
there's
played.
coin. Give me that coin.
When does Edmund art never would not nail it? When it was a really weird perspective before, but he changed that up through what it looks like now.
And later on
12.
iOS and Switch. That's
There
awesome.
we go.
Well, okay.
Let's follow that up with another beautiful looking game, Artformer the game. Early access for about a year. Currently have 30 to 60 minutes of each chapter in the game for 4 chapters. And this was... I remember something I looked up about this where it was more of a person wanting to just make art and a game came from it, was part of the story I read. Did you read anything about that, Morag?
I did not know,
Yeah.
but from what I understand, it's like each chapter is very unique art style by itself, and they want to have it in their full stories for each of them using that art style. And you're kind of
That's
going
pretty
through the
sick.
ages.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's pretty much like 4 games in one is the way that I ended up seeing it.
I can't wait till Andy Warhol becomes the 5th one. Will be cans of tomato soup and stuff.
Yeah. What? Well, that was mean. Just cheap shot at him from behind.
Hey,
Okay.
man, that was very early times. It was very much survival of the fittest.
He was behind him. He was doing nothing.
Survival of the fittest.
Survival of the push friend. I'm not gonna walk around that guy if there's zombies chasing us. They're like, you're the easy fat guy to get.
So, do you guys like Doctor Who?
I used to. Not so much anymore.
Whoa! What Doctor Who do to you?
Stop being good.
Actually, I haven't watched it for like 2 or 3 seasons now, so
Yeah.
I might be in the same boat. But yeah, no. So Doctor Who the game, it's an official BBC licensed game, and it's actually voiced by the 13th Doctor herself too, Jodie. Whittaker. I don't know how to say her last name.
Whittaker?
Is that Whittaker?
Oh, yeah, it's Whittaker.
I was gonna say it, but I'm like, I don't know if that's Whittaker. But yeah, all VR game too as well, which is pretty cool.
For the fact that they're using her voice, they should
Oh,
be using
no.
it in the trailer. What's the no?
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be like the
Don't
assistant.
Blink Angels thing.
Oh, God.
You don't like the Weeping Angels?
Yeah.
Are they too whore-like for you?
Yep. Don't like it. There they are. I hate it.
Come on, they just want to give you a hug.
Yeah, man.
Looks like you
take you to a different dimension.
Looks like you get to be a robot there.
Now that I think about it, Weeping Angels, you have to always keep your eyes open around the area, right?
Yeah, you have to look at them.
With a VR headset, they can determine when you're blinking.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Oh, no.
I don't think the basic ones can they?
I don't think so.
I think the ones in the future, they want to make it so that they track where your eyes are, so they only render that portion, if I remember correctly.
Gotcha. Well, this is Draw Chili. Collect chickens and produce energy. Special spectator mode for Twitch streamers, apparently. Is that the right? Did I read that right?
That's literally it. Welcome to this game that I had no idea what to write for. Because they did put any information out as well. I'm gonna double, triple check confirm to make sure that is what this is. Just to be sure here.
Oh, no, I
haven't seen any chickens.
I don't, but you know what? Yeah. That's cool.
Draw Chili is a hell of an arcade game where you take on the role of Vladimir and raise the city from the depth of purgatory and at the request of your employees, horsemen of the apocalypse.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was just a lot of story.
Oh, yeah, plot.
I specifically said no plot.
I'm sorry.
This episode.
You did not tell me that.
I did not. This is a family show.
We have faulty apprentice. Because it just so happens as an apprentice and you're faulty, you're always going to fall into incorrect places sometimes, you know? Because that's the classic anime trope.
30 characters to meet 10
Jesus,
characters.
guys!
Wow!
There's 15 locations in this game that you get to bring your character into.
Wow, this trailer.
There's plot, but there's a lot of it.
Is that plot?
Well, they
it was up her skirt, dude.
Alright,
she's fine. She's fine.
It's
She's
just-
got armor. Plot armor.
The apprentice is faulty. He's just in the wrong spots at the wrong time.
Welcome to my store. Prepare yourself, human. Are you enjoying my castle?
Are you enjoying my castle?
I can't imagine a single princess would ever ask if someone's enjoying their castle. It just doesn't feel right.
Okay.
Let's move to something a little less detailed. Tell me about Up Move.
Have you ever played that one game, that arcade game, the Moonlander?
Yeah.
Now, are you really good at typing or bad at typing?
Terrible at typing.
Well, you're going to hate this game because it involves typing. It's a typing game while playing Moonlander.
No. Don't want.
So there we go. Look at that! Oh, you tried typing it out, and it's his energy.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So you got to type well to get energy for it.
That'd be a challenging game.
The game ranges anywhere from moderate to extreme. Their words is from the dev. And yeah, 11 levels. 11 levels.
You know what this reminds me of? Solar Jetman on the NES, which was a terrifyingly difficult game with the way the momentum was.
I don't.
Oh, it's all right.
I don't want to. No. I'm okay with that. Texorcist was enough for me. Next up we have is Village Monsters.
Undertale 4. Here we go.
It's gonna be an early access game for about 1 year. You grow, befriend, and explore in this game. Many of the major features and systems of Village Monsters have already been implemented in some capacity in this game. From what I understand, it's going to be like a different type of Stardew.
So it's Undertale Stardew.
Undertale Stardew,
like
sure.
Which I'm
We'll
okay
go with
with.
Underdew. Underdew. Look, they even got fishing, and they got bug catching, and a goblin. They caught a little goblin. I think that was a head with legs.
Whoever puts their treasure chest on the beach. Just
It's
saying.
the best place to make sure someone finds it because it'll erode away. It's beautiful. The ultimate treasure hunt.
All right,
That someone didn't know was a treasure hunt.
let's learn from someone. Popskyy, where would you put your treasure chest?
I'm not telling you, and you'll find it.
That's a good point.
Chat, what would you make your password? Just throw it in chat. Let us know what you would make your password.
Yeah. Put your passwords in the chat.
Yeah, just put your passwords
we'll
in
tell
the
you if it's
chat.
strong enough or not.
I'm only asking because I don't want to type it. It's for your security.
Yeah. See, I use password backwards, all capitals, and you put 1, the number 1 in between pass and word. Backwards, of course, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to say that the music for that trailer did not fit at all.
Nope, it did not.
Just saying. It was awful.
Yeah, it's just like you're hanging out with and having a good time with monsters. Except they're red.
Here's a sweet, sweet country jam.
Get
No
that
thanks.
banjo. So what were your picks that part?
I just had Bumbo.
Bumbo.
Did I even check anything on that? I did. Super Lucky Tale. I want to check that out, even though it's a port. And the Layton's Mystery, possibly. That's a port too. So yeah, I only saw ports in there that I was super interested in.
I mean,
Port it up, fam.
Death Stranding obviously gets a mention, but yeah, my picks were Layton's Mystery Journey, Romancing Saga, and Bumbo myself.
Oh, and that. Oh my, why? This is what happens when I don't press my checkmark boxes. I completely forget about Romancing Saga 3.
There you go.
Romancing Salsa 3.
Oh, and Faulty Apprentice.
Is that an off air or on air? That's perfect answer.
I can't talk about my other site.
Perfect answer.
Oh,
Perfect.
snap.
That's okay. I only show off my feed on that site.
Whoa.
What? It gets the money.
I didn't know you had that site. I only knew about your other site.
That's okay. That one's the Popskyy, it's a pleasure having you. We'll catch you on next part, right? Right.
Feet.
So, all
Last
right.
Well,
we are going to be having a break. Just a slight one. I have to flush all of the pee.
Okay.
And
you're going bathroom?
Just briefly, yeah. It's a quick one. So
okay.
I'll be right back. You guys can BS or something. We're quote unquote off YouTube, so we can talk about like all of your needs for, I don't know, chat, entertain them.
Hey. How's it going? Did you get my message earlier?
Message?
Mm-hmm. Discord. We've only been talking about it for like 5 years.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are we going to play?
Well, if you could read the message.
Well, where?
Find a server, I guess.
Find a server.
Unless you got a Dreamcast you want to whip out.
I got my N64. No, my GameCube.
Oh yeah.
You got a GameCube?
Yeah.
You have a broadband adapter?
No.
Why?
We're really narrowing down what we're talking about right now.
Do you got a 59 slot memory card for your GameCube?
59 slot?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I forgot if it needed 28 blocks or 59. No, I think it was smaller than that. Because I think the only game that needed the full memory card was Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But online, though, I don't think you needed any extra for it.
Right.
But it was like 200 levels of craziness.
I know there's private servers out there, though.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. We could definitely play private servers.
Yeah.
Private servers for what?
Yeah.
I'm back.
Nothing.
There's something, you know, something.
Something we've been talking about for 5 years and haven't done.
I'd play offline.
With the new one coming out, I'd like to play it.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, offline. I'm not going to play it online.
Yeah, that's fine.
I won't stream that.
So,
because that's going to be a lot of grinding of the same 4 areas over and over. With the first one having 2 levels, the third one having 3 levels, the third one having 2 levels, and the last area having 3 levels. Come on, no one, anyone? Jeez.
Nobody knows?
4 different difficulties?
Man, I'm getting excited just thinking about it.
You're going to get your mag already? Going to level them up? Feed them the correct materials?
Nobody on this one, huh?
I'm totally on the outside on this one.
It was on Dreamcast. It was online. It was
literally
on
has the
GameCube.
word online in the title.
Yep. Yep. Nope, it's not can opening. Nope.
Okay, just checking. That was my first guess.
It was on GameCube. It was online on there. Needed a broadband adapter.
Yep.
Somebody get it?
Yep, somebody got it.
Got
I was like, maybe it is that, but my first guess was can opening.
That's incorrect, Jack.
I'm sorry. A more correct answer was can opening online, because you said online was in there, and that's important. So,
yeah.
All right. I'm ready to hit play in a second, but beforehand, I think we should all say thank you to all of the people who are lurking and watching the show, because it's been a lot of fun, and
it has been. You
guys are loverly, and also we're doing this show for you guys. So that's it. We're on part 4. After part 4, for people, if you stick around for the quote-unquote after show, we'll be having a final chat and then doing the special trailers. Popskyy, do you stay awake for the special trailers from previous shows?
No.
You've never seen the special trailers?
No, I definitely have.
I was about to say, because you're in...
I usually end up linking him some of the special trailers.
Yeah. I see them beforehand.
He hasn't seen any of these ones though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and hit the button. Morag, you do transition. It's 13th to the end? Yeah, 13th to 15th. There's a girthy amount of games for 13th to 15th. Just saying.
13 to 15. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a lot. All right. I'm ready to hit play. 5, 4, 3.
Hello and welcome back to the Game Trailer Show. We're into the 4th part for the first half of November. We're going to be going over all of the games from the 13th to the 15th. And I have with myself here our other host, Jacklifear, and our guest this time around, Popskyy. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey.
So we've already checked out from the 1st all the way to the 12th in our past 3 parts. But with this last one, we got a good chunk of games in here.
So
I'm excited.
But what are you excited for? Shitting on games? Because you said you were doing that all the time in the pre-show. And really, you've just got some kind things to say.
Listen. Don't question my character here, All right.
I
do what I want.
Well, I don't have to question. I know you're a kind soul. So
Don't tell people that.
You should see him when you get in a tickle fight with him.
Or a pillow fight.
A pillow fight. Yes, that's what it was. Not a tickle fight, a pillow fight. And he's sharing all of his ear jam too.
Do you know the last thing?
The tickle fights are private.
When it comes to Popskyy, the last thing I tickled was his Bandcamp page at popskyy.bandcamp.com.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I tickle. You know who else tickles? Not KDrac, but he's got something to say.
What? You told me to read it. Oh, read it out loud. So do you want me to start from the beginning again, or?
Very well.
Very nice.
Nailed it, K-Drag.
Nailed it.
Very proud of you.
So this first game is actually kind of interesting because, well, as you can see, it's a little bit of a horror game, but there's a little bit of some anime in here. It's called The Last Labyrinth, and this is a mouthful. This is a VR game. It's an Escape from the Mansion style game, and it's from the same people. I'm not even gonna say what part they worked on, but people from Last Guardian, Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, Gran Turismo 3 and 4, Monster Rancher, the Super Robot Wars series, Metal Gear Solid 5, and Sega Sensei 2 and 3 have people from those games are working on this game.
Oh.
So most of the time in escape games, you're in the VR game and you're escaping on your own. But this one emulates a two-person deal, so it kind of gives you something to emotionally invest in, which is a fantastic concept to this genre.
This looks kind of neat, actually. With all those people working on it, that's quite a lineup. To be honest.
The game itself is built for this generation worth of VR. So I think they've been working on like a concept that works for a while, and I think I'm hoping that like it does at least half decently well, so then they can go forward with it.
So I hope this becomes one of those games that's referenced for VR, because we need big names caring about that.
Spooky.
He just wants a candy bar.
Oh, she almost fell. Oh, sparks.
She almost died.
Monka.
And
Oh,
again.
jeez.
Only you can save me.
Well, that got dark fast. Doesn't look too bad. 2016. That's it.
So this game, called Wildermyth, I played in its alpha when it was on itch.io. It's coming out on early access on Steam. And this game is essentially a story generator that is also generational, and it's just absolutely wonderful. Randomly generated heroes that you can name after your chat, dozens of transformations of the hero as you go forward in their story until their retirement, 40 plus abilities with which you can use to customize in a kind of XCOM-esque combat, and procedurally generated maps and stories that go along with the overall arching strategy bit. This game is one I've been looking forward to for months. It looks fantastic.
Looks good.
They nailed the art style for this.
Yeah.
I
like the Crayola effect.
Yeah, just for something that can be pulled apart and say, yeah, that's this game.
So
sadly, I think it could be easily emulatable, but yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that too, but the deal about it though is the way that they approach the stories and those comic-esque type things. It's the type of things where you do something as a story and the next generation will use that as the legends and it will influence future parts of the story. And
Hey,
we're
Jack,
talking
when I
over
say
generations.
When I say cubes, what do you think of?
Nice.
Minecraft, right?
Voxel.
Minecraft?
Yeah,
Cubes?
okay.
Voxels? When you see that art style, are people going to say that game?
Gotcha. Now I get what you mean.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be it's just gonna be easy emulatable. That's all.
Yeah,
that's all. I gotcha.
But when it comes down to games that they know when they have something and they keep running with it, and when like the fans keep saying we want more of it, they go back and they remaster Age of Empires 2, and they make a brand new soundtrack for it. They scale everything to 4K, new content even for the game too as well. Like brand new content. So if you've played this already, this is going to be like even better now for you. It's not just going back and playing the old stuff. There's a brand new part of the game.
This is how you do definitive edition.
Yeah.
It's nothing like Mario is Missing definitive edition.
Whenever I played this game, I would just always cheat and put like the monster trucks or whatever in the game. Oh, it's on Game Pass. Nice.
Game Pass is excellent. Hey, if you want to play Outer Worlds for $1, I think you still can.
Such a good deal.
And you'll be able to even play this too, or Age of Empires 2 on there too as well. This game actually got delayed. It was supposed to come out earlier the month, but this is Black Sad, Under the Skin. 30 different characters in a 1950s feel game. It's an it's investigative narrative game with gameplay combining investigations, puzzles, quick-time events, and multiple choice dialogue.
I just hope you prove your professional.
End up seeing it as what, like Wolf Among Us?
My job.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
A rising star from Joe Dunn's boxing gym.
This looks alright.
From an old comic book series too. Oh, well, that's cool.
I'll click
the
that.
idea of a good old missing person investigation raised my spirits. But my excitement was about
I'm
to
about
put
that.
out like a cigarette, and my morale put to the test. You're a good man, Blackside.
So good, in fact, he's pointing a gun at your face.
To complete my job, shortcuts existed in the crime world.
I love the facial expressions they're utilizing in this.
Mm-hmm.
Did I really want to go down the path that put men behind bars? I'm gonna kill you!
This looks awesome.
There's no marketing on this too.
I can't figure out how I'm still here.
It did get delayed, so I'm thinking that maybe they're trying to hopefully do it for marketing. We'll see what happens. Don't know.
But I'm just saying that something that good should have been marketed for months. You know what I mean?
Oh, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, your game of the show right here.
Do you watch this?
Absolutely not.
My wife watched every season so far. And
you know, I only got one thing to say about this game.
Go ahead.
It's a realistic. It has realistic 3D models to help you judge whether you have caught a handsome and expensive male, a protected female, or a baby.
You know what's really funny about that line is? That's all they
Using
talk
out of
about in
context?
the show. Look at this hall. Is this a male, a female? Oh, it's a female. The drama is it has to go back.
The drama. I bet they play like that one metal instrument.
Oh my God,
just to, like, make it sound really worse.
That looks like an absolutely terrifying situation, terrifying scene in Half-Life 2 when the head crabs just come out.
This game will hopefully be early access for only 4 to 6 months. It just got out of a Kickstarter for 15 grand just in October, and the game was announced and pretty much almost identical to the trailer we just saw back in 2018.
Nice.
Sorry, was that a stab at that? I'm
What are you
sorry.
talking about? Just because you have a big name doesn't mean you have to invest in the game.
Of course not.
Hide and seek, and then bullets. Remember, guys, hide and seek, bam, bam, bam.
We have Dominance. It's going to be eight different characters with different play styles with their actives and passives, with a multiplayer online portion of the game too as well. So very much could see this being a mobile game, but we'll see what happens. So I think it's another battle royale type game there.
But
we love those.
Well, I'll be honest, I love the top-down versions of them more than the FPS versions. I've learned that. It just feels a lot more accessible.
Yeah, I get that. But there's a lot of these games.
They're the Animal Battle Royale, or Animal Royale is a really cool one, actually. Just simple and fun. So.
Peggy 16.
Paranoia. Happiness is mandatory. Tactical combat system with an active pause inspired by classic CRPG games.
I thought you said tentacle combat.
That's okay. Tentacle combat.
Experiencing disorientation or memory loss.
This
is a
game,
normal side effect of the cloning process.
their advertising, I'm just gonna say right now, does not do the great job of explaining what the game is. Even if you go to the Epic store page, because it is an Epic game, doesn't really do a great job of what the game is, because it's so full of their own canon fluff. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. So if you're into a game that you just want to be enveloped by its universe, this is one of those games.
You will be securely and safely terminated.
So the little bit I see is something XCOM?
That's what I understand, but supposedly you can fast forward and rewind your fights too as well.
If you are not happy, you will be adjusted. Only traders are unhappy.
You know what the other marketing style that I've seen for a game like this? We Happy Few.
Yeah, We Happy Few, you didn't really know what you were getting yourself into either. Until you actually kind of got into it.
But then again, you know, that's easier to get people to buy into the atmosphere of the game, and then it's more difficult to do a refund than not buy it.
Nope, I agree. I
said it was going to be on Steam.
Probably in the future.
Yeah, imagine.
We have Some Distant Memory. It's a non-violent, character-driven story soundtrack done by the same person that made music for Kingdoms New Lands and Kingdoms Two Crowns. So, and that's Toy Tree. Nailed it.
You got it. Proud of you.
I'm proud of you, Morag. You'll get your check in the mail.
I'm just gonna put the name in chat. How about that? There we go. Have fun, chat.
That said, the music is beautiful and atmospheric. So it looks like this is a kind of point-and-click adventure. Interesting.
This music, though. I'm all about it.
Agreed.
Dude, we just went Super Saiyan.
It looked like you. That was weird.
Morag, why are you going Super Saiyan in this game?
I'm not a Saiyan. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's okay. It's just some distant memory.
Name drop.
I know. I'm proud.
Next game, Popskyy actually want to make sure was in here.
This game, man.
I cannot wait.
Sparklight.
I've only found this game like a couple days ago, and I'm just jazzed to play it.
So, Sparklight, procedurally generated world inspired by Rogue Legacy, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. If you love these, you'll love Sparklight. Legend of Zelda: Moonlighter, Stardew Valley, and Iconoclast.
Short trailer.
Wait,
I don't care.
It's an
Click.
Iconoclast, and they Iconoclast, and they have the wrench too as well in there too as well. Funny. Next is The Curious Tale of the Stolen Pet VR game. Solve light puzzles using your hands, grip, push, drop, and spin techniques.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
From what I understand, if you ever played like the Grow games, the Grow web flash games from years ago, pretty much that.
Beautiful art.
Not
very much.
Not my type of game here.
I could say I think my niece and nephews would love this.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, this is definitely more for children. But that said, if I had, you know, a little child over playing this game, I'd watch it because it is beautiful. Except that boy is creepy. Is that boy? Actually, I shouldn't be assumptive. That child is creepy.
Don't think it was a child either, but
Was it a child?
Good work. It was not a child.
That thing, human being.
Whoa, there you go. All right, let's just next trailer's playing.
For anyone out there offended, I am sorry. For anyone not offended, I tried.
Do you like sandbox games where you actually get to play with toys that you were never given to as a child?
Wow.
Like
I'm hearing
like
resentment in your voice right now.
Like wooden. Oh no. This is. I was trying to.
Bad experience with trains.
No, relate with people because you never know. People might not have had the game that they wanted to play with that they saw in the Sears catalog during Christmas. They're like, Santa, please get this for me, and then it didn't show up Christmas morning, and then they went over to their friend's house, and they saw it there.
Do you know what? Maybe you could be the father that bought that for his kids, and the first thing they did is took their crayons and all of their markers and drew all over the nice, beautiful wood to make it red, orange, green, and purple.
That's awesome. It's drawable. They made it their own. I'm pretty sure Nintendo has tried to do that with their own system too as well.
And then the older one used it as made a club out of 3 pieces and whacked the younger kid. Yeah.
Oh.
You guys like bass?
No, I didn't use that trailer.
Where do you find bass? That one. Where do you find bass?
So we have Biker Garage, Mechanic Simulator. This game, 10 motorcycles, repairing, painting, auction system, drive bikes, and even racing. And we are not using their launch trailer because they turned up the bass to like 14 and added distortion, and they probably cranked that right off their whatever hardware they were using, and you couldn't even tell what was going on in the trailer at that point. It was awful.
That's it.
It's disorienting.
Later, I'll put that trailer on Discord for you if you want to see it. But yeah.
That said, I do like, I mean, I'm not a big mechanic, but it's really cool to watch people who love doing this stuff do the mechanic simulator.
Yeah. They had the My Summer Car or whatnot was another one that did really well too.
Okay.
This trailer's
so good. This trailer is so good. So new Pokemon Sword and Shield game coming on out. Toby Fox just announced that he made a song for the game, and the song was posted, so you can actually go listen to it now.
It's a jam. I might play this. There's so many of these games that it's kind of gotten ridiculous, but.
And I guess most of the game's been leaked too as well right now.
Yeah. That's what I've heard.
Next, we have a game that is hard to research generally because its name is Power. Imagine Googling that one.
Power and the word game. And then PC. It doesn't really work very well. But hey, it supports VR, procedurally generated destructible environments and terrain, and weapons, jetpacks, and explosions. And from what I understand, they're also trying to make this esports ready as well too.
Hey Popskyy.
Yeah.
How's your esports needs?
Don't need it.
Okay.
Don't want it.
That said, this is fast. This reminds me of Tribes.
Yeah, definitely going like Tribes, but like being able to destroy terrain should be pretty cool.
That looks actually.
Oh my God! It's 3D Worms Tribes. That's a logo I can
Gorillas. No, what was it? Not Gorillas. Total Destruction. Oh man, DOS game.
Guerrilla Warfare.
Scorched Earth.
Scorched Earth. Thank you.
Oh,
hey, more trains.
Hey.
Yeah.
You want to bring up some traumatic experiences in this one, or
hey, I just want to say banger alert.
Oh, I didn't even get to talk about with that last train game. That's been on our list for like 3 months, and it just keeps getting pushed forward and forward and forward. It kept getting delayed, but it's finally out. And then this one barely has any information on its page, and it might not even come out. But we'll see what happens. But they're aiming for this to other people that like train games, so like mobile train games and whatnot. There's a bunch. There's actually a market for it too as well. But yeah, if you like those, you'll probably like this.
I'll be honest, I love the minimalistic approach on this.
Yeah, it looks nice. It looks very Game Boy-esque.
9 campaigns, and there's going to be Steam Workshop integration as well too.
So
that's pretty cool.
Chat, I have a warning. Next trailer may be good, and the one after it might look familiar. So
I don't know if I'm sold on this game yet.
The preview I saw made me appreciate it.
It looks super sick.
Who are you people? Okay, shut that thing off.
I pressed too soon for those ones, but all the links are in chat. I want this to be a solid game.
I do
but we'll
too.
see what happens.
I hope it is.
A common enemy and a common cause.
If this is on Origin Access, I'll probably play it day one.
But EA said that they're pushing their games over to Steam now.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you can even do the EA Access through Steam as well. But it's probably going to be the same way, where you still need to have Origin installed as well too.
Yeah.
So you're just buying the license through Steam, you're going to hit go, it's going to open up Origin, and then you're going to actually play it there. And somehow people still enjoy that. You know, it works, but you know.
It's just
I don't get the hypocrisy of it.
It's another like title added to their Steam library.
Yeah.
It's more work.
It is, but let's not get into it here.
I will get into this.
But that said, this trailer is showing a lot of shiny stuff. And even though you might not be able to hear the voices all that well, there's a lot of talking.
Clean trailer, to be honest.
Feel the force.
It's a good trailer,
on
though.
Xbox One.
Toasty
Good
nailed
trailer.
it, though. Give me a new Jedi Academy.
Well, that's coming out on Switch soon.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it's a re-release, but
So, has anybody been on Twitch over the last good while and seen some unusual bits in chat? Because, you know, maybe you shouldn't resist giving the bonus bits, because this is Terminator Resistance. Yeah, it's, I've never played a Terminator game, but this is apparently when it's the Great Terminator War later on.
the Future War?
The Future War?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, the War Against the Machines.
It's
I
pretty much
I don't remember much of my Terminator trivia, but it looks like a pretty cool Terminator game. It just looks like a good game in general, but we'll see what happens when we actually get our hands on it and get to play it, because there's been other games that just look fantastic.
Like Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting data. It turns
So,
out you're part of a prestigious
I know
group
the developer for this game
Okay.
isn't very good. They made that Rambo game
Oh.
a while back, so my hopes for this game are very, very low.
Treon Entertainment. Let's see here. What else have Treon made?
Wait, is Treon the one that did the epic alien game with the AI problem?
No.
No, that was
Okay.
Gearbox.
That was
Yeah.
Gearbox. Okay.
They've made a ton of
Treon.
games, but it's not a ton of good games. There's a lot of shovelware. A crap load of shovelware.
Do you
The
know what
Rambo
though?
game is just awful.
Morag, you don't have to research anymore because it's time for Quest. This game's entering early access for 3 to 6 months. And 1 fully playable class, 60 maps, 30 quests, and 3 full characters planned.
Whoa, what is this? Like,
Now,
the words are sick, and then it cuts to this game, and you're just like, oh.
It's
Yeah.
this trailer very much is they went over to a site that sells these assets, and then they put words onto it, and then pushed out the trailer.
Oh
So-
no.
They didn't even use it nicely.
now here's something important is many of these visual effects on the game itself, I did extra research with like gameplay trailers and such. They're just putting effects on the game just to try to sell the game, even though that's not what it looks like in game.
He entered a world of metal through and through. Shadows moved above
And-
him.
This is cute. Look at that little guy.
Getting into.
Popskyy, would you say he's woven?
In a soft world of
Is that the name of the game?
That's the name of the game. It's a bad game.
God. Oh, God.
This game, I think, has some potential. The real reason why I say this, I played another game that was very much kind of looked like this, and my goodness, I put so many hours into it. But again, like, it has some good animations in it, some half decent ones. They have some amazing theming that they're trying to hit up here. The trailer,
suspended in the sky, so
they're trying.
close it could almost be caressed.
Well, it's important to note, the notes here say that the entire story is narrated and fully voiced. So this is maybe what the gameplay's like.
The gameplay, from what I understand, is going to be more attuned to like a 3D, like I'm not going to say like Mario 64, but that's the feeling I'm getting.
Oh, you're going to make your own little guy.
That's cool.
That's so sick.
Oh, and the whole thing is told through rhymes.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. That's kind of like Grunty and Banjo-Kazooie. Did rhymes the entire time.
Gotcha. So, and the narrator just said different shapes would have different abilities and such. So, that's cool. So, your patterns essentially give you the keys to unlock content.
Yeah. It should be pretty nifty, though. I think it should be good.
I like how the one elephant was camouflaging to the terrain. Wonder if that plays into it.
As long as this game doesn't feel too empty, I think it'd be good.
That's a lock. I
Because
never
there was a
put
lot.
key in.
There was a lot of empty-looking space in that game.
I get that.
Such a cute trailer, though.
An epic tale awaits you.
Epic. There's that word.
Epic.
There's that word.
Is that an epic
Under
exclusive?
you! Danger! Now move! Both of you!
Link is in the chat just up a little bit.
Yeah, that seems alright.
Popskyy, we have reached the end of the show. I mean, we have the after show afterwards.
Yay.
If you're watching our Twitch channels. Maybe we'll come up on the stuff later, but for now, the big question is, did you enjoy yourself?
I did. I had a good time.
Nice. I'm happy for you. Anything you'd like to say to anyone out there regarding your content, where they can find you or what they can buy?
You can buy my music off popskyy.bandcamp.com. You can listen to it on Spotify. Just search up Popskyy. You can find me streaming sometimes on twitch.tv/Popskyy. And that's pretty much it, yeah.
Nice.
Follow me on Twitter, Popskyy on there.
All right. I can say I've been streaming some Minecraft Build to Goat server on my channel lately, and going back to First Look soon. What are you doing, Morag? Quickly.
I've been playing some Autonauts, some Final Fantasy 14, and I want to play some more Noida, and I want to play some Rise to Ruin, and I think out of everything on this list, I definitely want to check out this coming up. Probably Black Sad.
Black Sad's I think that's all our picks right now. That said, coolest trailer was the Pokemon one. That one.
Yeah, I just love that one.
That one's
so
just
good.
fan service.
Yeah.
Like, so hard.
But my pick of the show, Wildermyth. I'm still looking forward to that. Anyway, that's what we got. That's part 4. See you guys here for the 3rd Saturday of November, where we will look at more trailers and such. Have a good night.
Peace.
And
returning
now it's the after show. So let's see. We're going to double check. Say, I'm just going to pause it right here.
Okay.
By the way, from this point forward, we could maybe cut it into a bonus YouTube video or something. We didn't want to wrap it into the main ones because some of this stuff be bad, yo.
I've only looked at a handful of these. Could be bad.
This week, I actually went with a little bit of, there's 2 trailers in here that I would normally not put in here, but I wanted to make a comment on researching some games and stuff you see all the time. I just wanted you guys to feel my pain. I think that's maybe the way to say it. Popskyy, before we go on, though, there's a tradition that, whether we keep it up or not, how do you like the Game Trailer Show? You're actually one of the people who've been watching it all the time. So being on it versus watching it, all of it, just want to hear your thoughts.
I will say, like, there's not, some trailers go too fast and can't really explain what you're trying to say in that like a lot of time trailers. So it feels kind of rushed almost. But other than that, I think it's great. It's good format.
Gotcha.
Luckily, the squad streaming stuff actually works.
Imagine the Twitch feature working.
Yeah,
it's
imagine.
Nice.
But yeah, this was fun. I had a good time. Thanks for inviting me.
It has been a blast. Morag, I know you aren't planning on streaming after this. I know I'm not. Popskyy, are you streaming after this?
I'm not, no.
Okay. Then Morag,
We'll
you want
find someone to raid.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's figure out who we can raid. And we'll do the raid right after the specials. So
Okay. While the specials are happening, I'll see if I can find someone. I'll throw it in the alumni chat.
no problem. No Minecraft after this. For people who don't know in chat, after this, we usually have a quick chat with whoever we have as a guest, and then Morag literally spend hours diving over our thoughts, figuring out our feedback on what did we do last session, the last 2 weeks, and planning all of our goals to improve this for the next 2 weeks. We go into a multi-hour meeting that we call the post-mortem and such.
Post-mortem.
Yeah. It's
they get pretty involved sometimes.
Yeah, it's so before you guys we go into all of this fun stuff, if you guys have any just 1 to 2 second thoughts that you want to bring into those meetings with us, just pop them out right now. We're reading. The only thing you're allowed to say to Popskyy is he's cool. Just saying.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the only feedback we're allowed to give Popskyy. Popskyy, you're cool.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
So, let's see. Other than that, people really Popskyy, you're hot, apparently. We're good.
Who said that?
That was from Severine.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just hit this button at least. We've got about 2 minutes of chill beforehand. And then we still get to hear KDrac say whatever the hell's before the special trailers.
Oh, good.
I have to say, the first one where he's like, "Hi guys," I'm like, that was amazing. I was like, did he forget? Is there a problem? The QA on that one was amazing. This one, by the way, by far my favorite one. Yeah, I'm totally good with that. Morag.
Okay.
We'll be rating Casper after this. I do have to say though, this is my favorite KDrac one, and it starts right away. So that's all. Morag, I've been talking a lot. Please relieve me.
It's all good. I'm sitting back. I'm relaxing.
Yeah, same.
I'm happy that the bot went really well, except for me pressing the button too many times.
Great show though.
Yeah,
nice. Toasty, I did read you what you said. I'll bring that in. So, what do you think about the four generally speaking half-hour chunks instead of the categories and such?
Oh yeah, the difference between having having everything broken up into the type of content it was versus just doing a full, like, here's a half an hour, here's a half an hour, here's a half an hour.
Just trailers. Curious.
Yeah.
Do you guys miss the categories, or you didn't even realize it? Oh, here's KDrac.
Shut up and sit down.
Alright, Ruffle Bumps, get ready to pinch your flim-flams because this hanghole is about to bite your torn bones. I'm talking some serious mishmash of your tong-tongs, the absolute eviscerate.
Mishmash of your tong-tongs. Oh my god.
So, do you know what pisses me off? When trailers have no sound.
Oh no.
And not only that,
bad.
they're just stupid. Let's just throw our princess. This is called Princess Hit. The goal is hit monsters with our princesses.
This game is not in English.
So?
Oh boy.
This
Hey,
game is
if you
not
wanna
in
buy
fun.
If you don't want to buy it, I'm just going to say, it's not going to be in English. You can't get mad at us for us showing it. It's not in English, chat. I don't know what language it's going to be.
So yeah, there you go.
I wonder if the game has sound too, Severini.
Oh, that would be horrible if the game had no sound. You're right.
I hate this. I hate everything about this.
I love how it's one princess and suddenly it's a different one. I don't even know why.
Oh, thank God it's over.
Boss.
So,
Oh, good. I see the genre we've stuck to with special here.
So,
We have a theme.
I'm just putting it bluntly. I put this one in as a palate cleanser because I wanted you guys to at least sit back and think at least we had...
He caught the skull again. That was awesome.
Actually kind of cool. But just remember, this game existed before whatever you're about to watch.
And this game is actually going to be in early access for a couple months too. It's coming out on the 11th.
Oh,
Currently
this
has
is the
11
special
levels.
trailers. Don't even try to sell on details.
It has scoring and a hardcore mode and different difficulties, easy and hard.
Oh, I just want to wipe those notes so you don't feel like you have to talk about them.
I thought this game was awesome. It was another shitty Angry Birds clone, and they actually put something innovative in it. You could catch the freaking skull again.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
That's the best. Popskyy. I get this is called
I've tried to refrain from using the F-bomb.
okay, well, this is Soviet
But,
Bear
man.
Uni Adventure. And that's all. That's all.
This is pretty cool looking. This music, though.
No.
Oh, whoa! The physics.
What the hell?
I like it has force physics going towards the screen. Holy shit.
That's okay. Just
You
remember,
think he's supposed to go...
this was before the next one. That's right. This is Putin Life,
Dev team.
developed by the Putin Dev Team. The publisher is Obama Bazinia Entertainment. And also...
It's a clicker.
That have Minecraft stuff in it?
It has, apparently it's licensed by Putin, licensed by Notch, licensed by, just like they just kept putting it in their forums. They just simply, when translated, it said they're licensed by everybody.
Oh. Now who's reading different notes? There's no notes here. Where are you getting this information from?
Memory, man. Memory, and also that.
I'm just gonna wipe this from my
Oh, look
memory.
at that.
What the hell?
This is beautiful.
It
I wanna
is.
throw up. This is so bad.
It's just like, wow.
Oh.
That's okay. Just remember, sex sells. What's that? This is
sex cells.
Whoa, are we allowed to show this on Twitch? Whoa.
What? It's just a shooter.
Whoa. Is this?
This is
a
called
vagina?
uterine supremacy.
Oh
You can
my
play
goodness.
as the sperm or as the egg, defending itself as a multiplayer experience.
Multiplayer?
Yeah, you can play a multiplayer
There's a
for
pun
it.
hiding somewhere in there.
I know. That's okay. Popskyy got my sex cells
Is that a-
joke. Yeah, nope. That's exactly what you think. That's okay. They got that from. Yeah.
That's awesome.
This,
Go buy it.
That's a
Make sure
butthole.
Put this on your wish list. Actually, no, it's already out. It came out yesterday. Go buy it.
I love how the bird and the bee are like, what? They're our faces.
It's $3.
Okay.
And you need a controller to play that game, just a heads up.
So this is...
It's an early access! What?
Yep. So...
That's excellent.
So this is called In My Dreams. They just simply say in their pitch that there is no gameplay, just enjoy. And this is from a developer who has created another game called In My Dreams that said the same thing months ago.
Oh, that was great. Look, perfect trailer.
That was a perfect palette cleanser.
And here is our final one of the night. The Yellow Ladder. Enjoy.
Oh, is this the disgruntled house? No, I'm gonna get there. Warehouse worker. There we go. Disgruntled warehouse worker.
Yeah, this is whatever it is.
Oh, this is a hoot. Hoot and a half, man.
Hoot's a hoot and hanny? Hoot and nanny? What? He's just taking his stuff and he's just... Wait, is he hacking? Oh, it's a server farm.
Yep.
He's hacking. He's coming in. He's using random ass weapons to beat up any of the server lackeys.
Yep.
Why does it keep cutting to this though? What is this?
This is why it's in the specials. That's right. You get 10 seconds of just staring.
What the hell?
Huh.
Riveting gameplay.
That's okay. My favorite part is the last 10 to 15 seconds of blackness.
And then it's over.